Welcome to Certain Point of View, your first step into a much nerdier world. Be sure to subscribe, rate, and review the podcast on iTunes. Just go to certainpov.com. Thanks. And now your hosts, Ben Milton and Addy Thomas.
Hey Nerfherders, I'm Addy Thomas.
And I am Ben Milton.
Thanks for joining us for another episode. We're doing another Star Wars D20 episode. We're continuing the story of our, not so...
It ain't great.
They're not a great crew of rebels, but...
I'm not proud of this.
They've got spunk, at least.
Yeah, we almost had more than spunk in that last episode with the stupid naked Wookiee, man.
That was the last episode. That was like 3 episodes ago. Anyway, so we're continuing that story. Before we get to that, just want to remind you, you can follow everything from Weight Loss Civil War to all of our social media. You can find out how to be a part of the podcast through Patreon. All of that is on our website, certainpov.com. Again, if you want to get updates through email, all of that is at certainpov.com. Well, today we are joined by Corey, Sean, and Case. And Case, go ahead and take it away.
Yep. I am Case. I will be the dungeon master for today, the master of ceremonies, guiding this weird little crazy narrative that you guys have been going on. And to my right, I'm joined by Sean, who is...
Hello, my name is Sean. I'm playing the part of Fender Pickup Ithorian Scout. Excellent pilot. And I like to fold clothes.
Do you think that's how Ithorians sound in their own ear? You know, like the way your voice doesn't sound
very gentle.
like their voice doesn't sound like their voice to themselves.
Yeah.
It's like to everyone else, it's like. but to their ears, it's just this like light melody. Now to Sean's right.
My character's name is Faj Vaj Killer, and he is a human fringer.
Who's overcompensating.
Who's confused about his feelings for Addy, and has been kind of a loner, and also thinks that there's some sort of massive conspiracy going on that they need to check out that goes even bigger or could have big as an impact as the Death Star did. So.
And I'm Fosho. I'm a Force Adept, so that means I'm like a Force Light user. I'm a Keldor, so I've got plenty of breathing issues. I used to have a thing for Ben, but I've moved on from him.
Both of those things are true, by the way.
Oh, the breathing issues. No, whatever, Ben. You're the one who had some weird thoughts.
Stop it.
You've said it. No, I'm just pointing out. You know, we don't want to broadcast that.
No, we don't. Thank you.
Anyway,
In-game, out of game, who knows?
I wasn't gonna say anything, but now that you mention it.
And then my bestie is a Gungan. So
Hey, what's up? This is Who Flung Dung and Misa Gungan. And I am actually a soldier, a failed singer, and I like long walks on the beach. I'll say it every episode. So any other single Gungans listening to this podcast right now, my number is 555-555-5555.
Or yes, who?
Yes, I love you.
Yes, come this way.
go to GungansOnly.com. That's our sponsor for today's episode.
Woo, woo, woo. All right, let's do this.
Gungan Tinder is just Flipper.
And I have a thing for Addy. I think we have a connect. Oh yeah, let's get into character, man. So that's a thing.
This is when we build together.
I mean, I guess there's room for that.
We just have a connection. I think we have a connection. A little homo. Although last episode we found out that your character had a little bit more of a connection with Addy. Don't you go down on me, buddy.
Yeah, after being the one to pretty much kill me.
I did not get to your senses.
And to yours.
Yeah, baby.
If I could have everyone give me a D20 roll, please.
The D.
7.
20. 19. 6.
9.
Sorry, who had the highest?
I
You
did.
had a 19? Wonderful. So please, if you'd be so kind as to give me the recap.
Anyway, all right. So last episode, so we finally escaped Musafa's Atoll. Asafa's Atoll. Asafa's Atoll. It was a crappy situation. So we escaped this crappy situation.
Mufasa's cannoli.
Atoll is the planet that we escaped from.
Not a planet.
Yeah, see? Digging the hole. And there were ships with shields.
Keep moving.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'll pick it up. We were attacked by Klingons.
They came from the neutral zone.
And we fed starving pygmies in Africa. Yeah, that's what I remember.
Wow.
There was a fight, and we survived like bosses, and there were ships with shields.
We got on the ship.
We got on the ship.
We were able to get out.
And we're shooting at
Just
things.
let it go. Yep.
Wow, after Ben last week.
Teamwork.
Oh my God.
Don't do drugs.
Okay, that's descriptive enough. You guys got away, and you had enough
got
time to
away.
like get some rest on your way.
That's really all anybody needs to remember.
I tried.
You should all be at full health right now, so you should be doing okay. But you came out of going in hyperspace to Argonar, and when you emerged from it, the Imperials were already there. Star Destroyers are everywhere in the sky, and there are ships trying to escape, and there's a firefight going on.
Again.
Right back into the fight.
Right back out of the fire.
Now you guys are a little far out. Like you're far enough away that you're not like just right in the middle of it. Like they haven't even necessarily scanned it yet.
All right.
So far in your field of vision, you can see the planet, and you can see its moons, and you can see all kinds of Imperial combat going on.
Don't go there.
But it's not right there. You can pick up chatter, and if you wanted to tune into it, you'd be able to adjust your radios to actually hear some of the things going on out there.
What?
Why are we here?
Are you? Well, this is where this is the
Rendezvous point.
Yes, thank you. I was gonna say recon point. I was like, that's not a thing.
That's not a word.
So yes, this is the rendezvous point for us after leaving Yavin.
Oh, okay. So they've already chased.
So
the
are you
rebels
already
here.
ready to abandon again?
I mean,
Imperial spy.
Do we know the? Seriously?
Yeah, I'm a little worried.
Sir.
At every turn, you suggested we abandon the Rebel Alliance.
It hasn't been safe. I may be a rebel, but that doesn't mean I'm not a coward.
Through the crackle of the radio chatter, you guys hear a voice calling out, "This is Yellow Squadron! Yellow Squadron! Yellow Squadron!"
I bet they'll.
I immediately want to use my computer skills.
Okay, yes, by all means, please give me a check.
All right. How do I do this?
Roll a d20.
All right.
And then
plus whatever
plus
your number
whatever
is.
your computer skill is.
Computer skills. Oh, I'm on the wrong page. Addy, you're supposed to read. 4. Got it.
So is it 9? Okay.
So you got a 9.
I got a 9.
You play with it. You don't lose the signal, but you
don't make
you
it
don't make it exactly. You don't improve it anyway.
Needed a fire extinguisher for this one, guys.
This is Captain Pace Bringfield requesting assistance.
I wonder if
Civilian
he's in a
ship.
relationship
Civil-
with Rick Springfield.
Pace Bringsfield requesting assistance with civilian ship.
There really is a Springfield everywhere, isn't there? He told it
Is there anyone?
so badly.
That's great. I love it.
That wasn't that funny.
That was.
This is so early in the night.
So what did he ask again? I totally missed it. I just got stuck on Springfield.
Civilians need
This
help.
is what happens when I start drinking.
All right, civilians need help.
Oh, civilians.
Oh, real people.
Well, we're the rebels. We're kind of trying to do it for the civilians, right?
Yeah, let's go help the civilians.
So give me a spot check.
5. Oh, wait.
What do you got?
Minus 2. I see my ears as drapes again.
So you try to look out the window, and like as you're looking out there, you notice a feature on your face. But it's like a pimple, and you start like trying to like push at it because like you get distracted by that, being like, "Ooh, that's why my nose hurts."
You know who would know if we have any like zit cream is probably Fender.
I wonder if he got one of those towels.
for that.
Hey, does anyone have repair?
Oh my god.
No.
You want to repair this pimple?
Yeah? Yeah, I do.
Yeah, okay. If you give me over a 10 on a repair check, I'll say you assist with him being able to connect the radio.
12.
Okay, so all right. So I'm gonna say you get a +2 bonus and a reroll on your computer skill. Just now, not in. You don't.
One
So
time.
you're not adding 12
One
to
time.
the computer.
Yeah.
One time.
All right, we got this.
So you're getting.
Come on, 5s. Don't fail me now. Just put it behind a 1. 17.
All right, yeah. So you actually pick up quite a bit of info. Because of him sort of futzing with the receiver, you were able to actually lock on to some more information and get transmitted data about where in the fleet everything is. You also get a little more data on the back and forth conversation between Yellow Squadron and the civilian ship. You hear them talking about how they are under attack, but they have sensitive personnel who are civilians, non-combatants, and they're trying to get away. Their ship is damaged, and a lot of people are dead, but they have at least seven passengers, many of whom are sensitive to the rebellion. You were able to identify like where in the fleet the distress signal was coming from, and like they gave additional information for people to come assist them. Okay, and what's your spot check?
Yeah, if we can get a roll, please.
Right, 15.
Okay. So we'll say that Addy's actually like actively like looking out the window, and Ben is trying to like get our radar set up to actually like show everything that's going on. So with your spot check, you see a dogfight. You don't actually see that many vessels left. Actually, when you look at it, for a full evacuation of a planet, it's fairly sparse. There's Star Destroyers, and that like really makes it look much more like a bulky battle, but there's just not that many rebel ships left up in the sky.
How many Star Destroyers are we dealing with?
Spread out around a planet, we're talking probably about 11.
Oh, holy crap.
But it's all around the planet. Like they were trying to do a full
There's a
blockade.
complete blockade, like a real blockade.
Yes.
Not like a Trade Federation blockade.
Correct.
Yeah.
We can get right through and then just have one ship left. Just one ship.
Just one ship.
All right, and Ben, so while you're trying to get the actual radar going, you're able to pick up rebel transponders, and you can identify several fleets, or rather squadrons of like X-wing and like A-wing squads, like going out and engaging the rebels. Yellow Squad, you might recall, were the ones who were assisting you before. And you will recall that Pace Bringfield, the person
a
who
friend.
is a friend of yours, someone who made sure that your ship was allowed, or the Imperial transport ship you had was able to bring you in. There is one ship, as they noted, it's fairly large, but there's damage and there's not that many survivors, but they are still important.
Is Reggie still with us?
Yes.
Oh, I forgot about Reggie.
I wonder what Reggie thinks of this.
I'm right here. I don't care for this. If they capture me, I can't say what I'll do.
Capture you? What do you mean?
I'm more worried about what they'll do.
Well, don't you worry about that. I'll make sure that we all die first.
Wait, what?
Wait, huh?
Let's go hunt those
Did I just see what I thought I heard?
We go to the civilians, everybody?
You got to jettison this guy.
You just saved our life, you sick.
He's still pissed we sold the towels.
Yeah. No.
Bet he
The
is.
towels.
But they were beautiful. I saw them myself. Fossa showed everyone pictures.
Soft to the touch.
Man, it was going so well and they got dirty.
I didn't think it could get dirtier than shaved Wookiees. And there we go.
That's just disturbing.
Soft towels. Who knew?
You actually are hailed. Rebel Y-Wing, identify yourselves. Identify yourselves.
Do you have a call sign? Did we even find out what the call sign for
Rogue 2.
Rogue 1.5.
Susan.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Susan's the name of the ship.
This isn't Susan, but we'll call her.
Yeah, this is Susan.
Is this
Yeah,
Susan?
you're in Susan.
Oh, it is
Yeah.
Susan. Why did I think we traded Susan?
Because we never got a chance to sell the ship.
This was a Rebel hail. This wasn't an Imperial hail.
Rebel ship
That's the name of the
Susan.
ship.
This is Rebel ship Susan.
Susan's the name of the ship.
Yeah, there's
Yeah, I
like a
don't
woman
remember
in the
that
corner of the ship. Susan.
You know, that's what I thought. Was that what you were thinking?
No, I just didn't remember the name of the ship.
Yeah, neither was I. I wasn't thinking there was a woman on the ship named Susan.
What kind of dumb human would name their ship Susan?
That's what I was thinking.
all right.
Stupid human.
Stupid human.
Glad I moved on from you. You're never gonna finish a sentence in this episode.
Oh, I hope not. Oh man. Yeah. Well, I would. It's my ship.
Pilot, identify yourself.
This is Phallus Vash Killer.
Oh. Hi, Phallus.
Hey.
I see you made it.
Yeah, you too. Do I remember who this is?
This is Pace, right?
This is Pace.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Pace.
Pace is our friend.
Tell me,
Our friend.
Yeah.
do you have Hoof or
I
Foe
have
with you?
Hoof and Flung.
Hoof! Foe! You made it! I'm so happy to see that you're alive!
What's going on, man?
Oh my god!
Dude.
I can really feel the hate, guys.
I was so worried when the ship went missing. So you guys have you let the human name it Susan?
Oh, I'm
He
right.
kind of thinks he's the
here.
boss of it. He's a real, not just a human. He's a huge ass.
I'm only here because you told me I'd be riding Susan. I didn't know it was a ship.
Well, you're always the kidder. Hoof.
Just kidding.
He had no idea. Why isn't anybody listening to me about this? I don't understand.
Keep going,
Do
sorry.
you still have that Athorian with you?
Yeah. Fender's with us.
Fender, that's right. Hey, so why are you letting the human on the comm?
Oh, son of a bitch. Because he's very forceful. And
Right?
He's mean to me. He pushes me out of the way.
I'm not. I am not.
Damn it. All right.
He's a bully.
I can't believe it's come to this. Listen, that transport ship down there, it needs assistance, and unfortunately, we only have fighters still in the sky. The Imperials, I mean, they came pretty fast. We didn't expect it, but we weren't stupid. We were moving on almost immediately. So we've got most of the guys out. But we have civilians on that ship that are important, and I don't think I need to explain what I mean by that.
You might have to me.
Do you need us to escort the ship, or do we need to actually get civilians off the ship?
The ship's immobile. You either need to fix the ship or get them off there, and you actually have the ability to have a couple people come on, right? That's one of the larger size Y-Wings.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you could help us, that would be great. Otherwise, there's no way we're going to get them away.
All right, let's go ahead and Fender. Let's go ahead and dock with the ship.
All right. Little pilot.
All right, so you're going to give me 2 back-to-back piloting checks. Right. The first one is to get over there without drawing fire. The second one is to actually dock.
That's how quick you're gonna.
Ooh! Yeah, we're not making it there. Sorry, you guys are screwed. That's 11.
Casually.
Okay, so you do draw some fire, but you're not actually hit. But it does increase the amount of things coming at both you and the support ship.
Does our
Because they
ship
thought
have
it was
shield?
dead in the water, so they didn't have a reason to attack it.
Does our
before.
ship have a shield? Or can I look to see if I can turn on a shield?
Most ships have shields.
So we have a shield.
But not all ships have
Not
shields.
all, but most. Most do.
ours does.
Y-Wings
Ours
definitely do.
Yes.
Ours does.
Yes.
So it is on. So I don't have to like make sure it's on for him.
Should we get to the gunner spots?
your ships. Well,
Are we within range of anything that we can actually?
no, they're all kind of just coming at you. If you're gonna
Anybody have a
actually come to
fire
a boarding
extinguisher?
position,
We saw 3, I think.
We
didn't sell
We need
them.
to be doing evasive maneuvers.
These maneuvers.
You're the pilot.
I know why I'm waiting.
yeah, give me an evasive maneuver.
All right, here we go. All right, looking good. 15 plus, let's see, 9, 24.
All right.
Sweet.
Yeah, so they start firing at you, but you're able to just completely get away from them.
Yeah.
You like do you spin because that's nice, and the shots. Cheers.
A neat trick.
There we go.
And you're able to get to the ship without actually getting hit in any way, which was very impressive to the guys. You're able to pull up alongside it and like lock into their airlock and open up. What do you guys do now? Now that you're docked?
Well, let's go ahead and board the ship and take a look at what we need to get
we
to
can
and
steal.
repair.
Right, repair.
Who has the best repair skill here?
Ooh,
Definitely not me.
I have 6.
I have 2.
All right, see what I can do. What am I repairing?
Well,
right.
we got to take a. Well, we first got to take a look. Is there like a captain or someone we can talk to see what the problem is?
Oh,
It's barely Santa Claus.
what? A Gungan in in leather pants and a very blousy shirt steps forward. Usa thinks you're gonna board us. Misa, slippery Jim. I am the captain of this ship.
Oh no! Oh, you guys gonna.
Who's the pretty boy want to talk to me? Come on, now one of you, Yusa.
Misa Ganga!
Who's the Yusa?
Misa Huflang Dang.
Huflang Dong, yes. So, Yusa.
We fly from big sky.
We come in peace.
So Yusa people gonna help us fix the ship, yeah?
Yeah, Misa helper.
That's a good plan.
Speak!
What?
Speak.
The ability to speak doesn't make you intelligent.
Oh, so he's some sort of no.
Bastard! Deep cut! Deep cut! Bravo!
Oh, we won.
My pride.
No, Qui-Gon, right?
Uh-huh. Oh, that's brutal,
We're full
man.
of Phantom Menace clothes today. That's not good.
Kasa Yusa understand the ship's important to me.
Misa understand.
Yusa understand that to the boy.
Misa understand.
He definitely doesn't understand.
So Yusa, flat face Yusa.
No, that's not
Yeah.
you, Ben. I mean, Phileas.
Yes.
Yusa need to understand a couple of things. Yusa welcome in onto Slippery Jim's ship. And Slippery Jim, he's so particular about his stuff.
Hey, Slippery Jim, you want out of here or what? Because we're the ones rescuing you.
No.
That would actually be an intimidate check.
What's that?
That would be an intimidate check.
Oh, I don't think I have much intimidate. We'll see what we can do.
That's not great.
Get it.
You can do it.
Yeah, you can.
I do nothing.
3.
The 3.
He's not particularly intimidated.
I tried, guys.
Show him your mean face.
Misa happy to keep everyone with their own stuff right now. We're a common cause, yeah?
Sure.
Oh yeah, we.
Okay, Misa tell you this stuff. You said cost me anything, I will, get repaid.
No,
Well, Slippery Jim, we actually have a guy here who can help us repair. Phileas, you can. You're basically a handyman, a space handyman, right? Today you are.
Hey, short tongue.
Yeah.
You shall listen here.
Yes, sir? Wait. No, sir. Yeah, what?
Get to fixing the things.
Show me where.
Slippery Jim don't show you where.
Can you have somebody show me where?
Yeah, we got the guys to show you where.
Can you... You know what?
All right, you walk on in, okay?
Yes, sir.
You should doing the right thing.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, we're all this guy's bitch.
Slippery Jim, I hear there's some cargo that we may need to take care of and get out of here.
I should tell you that I have seen every part of the galaxy, but yes, there are many things in this world that are hard to explain that are important here. Let me show you. And he leads you into the ship. He leads you in.
2 hours later.
There's 2 rebel soldiers, a human and a Twi'lek. And then there's a Rhodian and a human also in there. Sleeper Jim leads you in.
Okay.
You boys need to understand, we need to keep on moving, so you are going to help, because these guys are going to actually stop the Empire from fucking killing us.
Okay. All right. Cool. See you guys later.
So you are getting to work.
Yes, sir.
Talk to these guys. They are the type.
Is it?
It's just me, right?
You guys all walked in here.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking around for any computer thing I can help fix.
Yeah. There's tons of stuff is offline.
All right, because that's where I'm proficient in the most. So I'm gonna go ahead and try.
Yeah, there's screens of systems that are still just rebooting and need to be started in safe mode and then having the
help
bugs.
us.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
So give me a computer use check.
17 plus 4.
All right, yeah, you walk over to one panel and you futz with it. You disconnect one wire, reconnect another one, and after a second, actually reboots properly. At which point you're able to type into it and you can actually pinpoint here's all the structural problems with the ship.
Oh, what do you guys make of this?
There's plenty of stuff to get fixed. Let me take a look at that, and then wherever I see there's something that it's easy for me to repair quickly, can I do a repair check?
I have a search. Can I do search?
Let's do the search check first.
Boom.
Where's Waldo? 17.
Total?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Sure. So what you're able to identify is that the ship is repairable. It will take a little while. The shields are not up on it, so it's actually kind of defenseless while you're locked in there. But it is repairable. It's going to take you about an hour to get it up and running. It's sort of even though from a distance it looks like a huge fleet around the planet, the individual space is still very large between everything. So it's not like they're just all on top of you and you'll just get shot immediately. So
we don't need to rush to guns.
You don't necessarily do.
But it's
we're not in a great position.
Surely could happen at any moment.
Right.
Yeah.
So, can I tell if there's anyone injured and if I can maybe heal anyone or take care of anybody?
Give me.
Heal.
Guys, I still have mid packs too, so
Force
keep
skill.
that. Just remember, we don't need to use it now.
We might need it when I'm injured.
When you punch him in the back of the head again, we might need it.
Accident.
You never know. I just don't know where that came
Give me a
from.
survival check first.
Okay.
Or a spot check, whichever is higher for you.
Let's see. Spot check is higher.
Okay.
20.
Okay. This was to actually try to identify who you should be focusing on because
Triage.
you want so you go through the whole group and you see that the human that was pointed to you is one of the 2 valuable ones. He has a lot of internal hemorrhaging and may not live through the night. So he's probably the highest priority to heal.
Okay. Let me go ahead and I'll D20 for heal.
Yeah. Oh, also the Rhodian is not as badly injured, but you suspect that he would be the most immediately beneficial.
Let me try to help the human first.
Okay.
And then, yeah. So.
Am I allowed to spot this at the same time and go help the other one? Because I think I could have
24.
treat injury. Yeah.
So, and who were you trying to heal?
The human.
The human. Oh, okay. Yeah, you successfully.
They're the ones that get all the awards in Star Wars.
Those are short tongues. Glory hounds. Anyway, so you treat the human, and with your force powers, you're able to mend some of this internal hemorrhaging, area that appeared to be bruised initially actually starts to recede, and with the power of the Force, you are like pushing back his wounds and mending his flesh. And so he goes from like quickly fading to actually being stabilized and functional. He goes like, "Thank you. I don't know what to say. I'm Garth. Thank you."
Party on, Garth.
Party on.
What's the plan?
Hang loose.
Hang loose. Can I help?
Right now, Garth, go ahead and just continue to rest because we gotta help the Rhodian as well.
No,
man.
I can help. I'm a system tech. I mean mostly for communication systems, but I can do something. Point me in the right direction.
Sure.
Can you do anything with the thing I just fixed?
Yeah. See if Hoof needs help. Since right now he can see what all is the problem right now with the ship. He would be the best person to direct you.
I mean, what? Sure. What can I help you with? Do we need exterior systems, internal systems? What kind of thing do you need? Do you need sensors set up to pick up signals?
Can you help with the shields?
Shields? Sure, I can do the shields.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, I can go work on that. Thank you.
Thank you. Nice.
And he moves over to a panel to start working on that. All right, so the Rhodian. You guys want to see what you can do with the Rhodian? You want to do treat injury because he's right now healing the other guy.
Yeah, treat injury.
Okay.
12 plus 2.
Okay, so the Rhodian had a broken arm, and you're able to make a makeshift splint for it, so that his hand, which is able to function, is able to hold things and do take some weight. It's painful for him, but he's able to help. And he's actually a slicer, so he starts working on the computers to and is a fairly good technical one as well as a coding one. So he's able to try to rewire and get systems back online just like you were before.
Nice.
And so eventually the navigational systems are actually starting to kick in. The engines haven't kicked on, and you don't have any sensor arrays, but the shields are up, and you are able to theoretically steer once you actually can move.
Yeah. Let's go tell the guy that the main guy.
Slippery Jim.
Let's go tell him what we just did and see what needs to be done next.
Usa, I understand, sir. Yusa understand the way that this needs to work. As long as that short tongue doesn't screw his end of the bargain up, this is great.
Well, hopefully he'll get the engines online real soon.
Yes.
He's a better.
What can we do next? What needs to be done? What's top priority?
Slippery Jim is more of a big picture guy. You need to be the ones to go and do that.
All right.
Me so glad you understand.
Me understand.
You better.
Me don't understand. Me don't understand.
Tell some other guys.
We need shields, right? So we do have shields. We don't have.
Garth's working on the shields.
Garth's working on the shields. Let's go find out what Garth's doing.
So Garth is patched into everything. He looks like he is very familiar with the procedure of getting shields up, activating the right power sources into the right fields in the right sequence. And so when you guys come over, the shields are up, and you now have protection generally around you. You know that if attacks are coming from certain directions, maybe Susan will take the damage first. But at the moment, it's a full enclosure of you guys.
So is he almost done? Is he done or almost
He's
done?
pretty much done. But let's find out what Phaelius was doing while you guys were tending to the wounds.
Repair.
Right. So
Of the engines, yeah.
Okay, so you're working on the engines.
Yep.
All right. So give me a repair check.
24.
All right. You're down there. You're just everyone's just connecting wires and doing all that. But you're actually working on the engines, and you're soldering pieces that had been broken, patching any sort of leaks that are occurring. And after a little bit of time, the engine actually starts to come online. And it's fitzes and stops, and then you hit it once, and then comes on again for real. But the engines are up, and so you have power going everywhere. You don't have propulsion yet. You still need to work on the actual like exhaust system for it, but the engines are actually moving.
Okay.
Or are actually like running.
All right. Well, that's a lot better.
Okay.
Awesome.
So if you guys are back with Garth just got the shields online.
Nice.
Sweet. So guns and sensor arrays, I guess, or
Sure. Since sensory. That's the thing I do. That's what do you think we need to be looking at? Do we need to be looking more at our own systems or out?
Well, what did you see here based on?
well, let's take care of the out systems first, just so we can.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Sure. I'll go work on that.
How's
And
the Rhodian doing?
the Rhodian has successfully gotten on your like internal, like the internal diagnosis systems in play. So you are able to monitor like damage that's going on inside, and you're seeing that like almost everything's fixed at this point. But you don't necessarily know what the state of things outside are.
And of course, we're waiting for those to get on. The Garth's working
Right.
on that. So, all right. Who is the rest of the crew that we've seen? Like, is everyone else good there? Like, do we need? Is there,
You can.
should we check-
You are
talk
welcome to
them?
check.
Yeah. So, you all right there, Phalius? Look a little pale.
I think he's gonna throw up on me.
Yeah, I don't feel great. All right.
What'd you give him, Corey?
He gave me too much. I feel like Addy. Episode 1.
Yeah, let's go.
Spot. Like, can I do a spot check to see like what's? Well, we have everything but propulsion. Can I fix the exhaust system?
Yes, by all means.
Okay. 7.
You're working on it, but nothing's really happening. So Reggie, his voice like echoes back. You boys might want to warn them about me.
Oh yeah, Reggie's a little bit of a tough pill to swallow.
I'm about to walk on the ship.
So, Slippery Jim.
What's I can do for you?
Just so you know, we got a friend of ours who just really helped us get out of this this tough situation. You know, I mean, you know.
I misunderstand.
He can be a little bit of a challenge to deal with, but he's an old clone veteran.
You must be joking.
No.
He's a what?
Clone veteran, yes.
I don't think so. We saw running from the Imperials. We saw not inviting him on Slippery Jim's ship.
He's a clone. He's good. He's helped with the rebel cause, but he's helping us, and he's been a great asset to help fight off against some stormtroopers. And he's coming on board. He can make sure. We're all clear and good over here, but we just want to let you know he's about to come onto the ship.
Yeah, besides, I think he's only half clone, right?
So. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a half clone, so just regular child.
They got his batch a little mixed up, but
Yeah. It wasn't pure batter.
That's true. Somehow his part of the batch was from Atlanta, and the other part was Jango Fett.
What did I miss?
Well, how did he become Southern all of a sudden?
You understand? I told you it wasn't supposed to come out that way. It just did at some point. Some horrible point. I don't know why.
So what are we trying to accomplish? Like, what is it we need to accomplish right now? Like,
We need to help
yet?
get this ship out of here.
So we're
but
trying to
we
get the
still
ship
gotta
out
get,
here.
So we
still
gotta
got the
get
shields
everything
up. So
online.
what's gonna make the ship fly?
Well, we gotta get the rest of the
Hey,
systems
foe.
on.
Should have given a diplomacy check.
Well, sure. Oh, crap.
And there's your sign.
Oh, that's not good. 11.
Oh, you sir. Okay, sir. If you make a good point, we shall allow him. But and he pats the gun on his hip. It's like, I'll be watching him.
This guy a pirate or part of the rebellion?
I guess we have all types. I mean, we do have failures as part of our group.
In these days, what's the difference?
Jim Morrison of the group,
Right.
Ithorian, in these days, what's the difference?
You're right.
You're right.
Well, okay. You should bring him on. We shall see. Is it all right if I come in?
Yeah, come on in, Reggie. We're good.
Okay. Now, I thought I should warn you guys. I know that it's your ship and all, but well, we might be. And as he says that, as the screens come on because Garth got the external sensors picked up. Expecting company, and 2 Imperial transports touch down with troopers in space gear, stepping out with magnetic boots to cling to the side of the ship.
Do we have any gear? Can we do a spot check let me ask Liberty Jim, do we have any gear so we can take the fight out to them before they get on board, or?
Yes, we are rebels here. We are prepared for quite a few eventualities. You, sir.
Me, sir.
Yes, sir. As you might expect, I've got a suit for myself. You're more than welcome to borrow it.
Your suit?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then, of course, I will not be able to be out there because you are such a great soldier and you're doing such a great job out there.
Well, so Hoof, me, are there? I want to ask for any able-bodied volunteers to help us take the fight out to them.
Hey, sir, you 2 gunmen, yeah. Guys, Zeph, get over here. And the human and the Twi'lek get up and they know where the stuff is. They go to lockers and start grabbing the suits for you guys, but also for everyone else.
Hoof, we need you to grab the fire extinguishers.
Yes.
It's time.
We need fire extinguishers.
You sir, a man of strategy. I see that.
Yeah.
I like the cut of your
I have
jib.
experience. Me to show you.
I'm so very excited to see that. By the way, thank you, God, for getting the screens back on. I would hate to not know what was going on.
So, I kind of want to throw out my plan here. So we got 4 people, right?
So you got the 2 soldiers. You've got, if Hoof is volunteering to go out, and then Reggie, of course, is ready.
So we got 5, we got 6 people.
Okay.
So all right, so we got 6 guys. How many troopers are we dealing with right now? We got 2 transports.
There's
obviously.
2 transports. They're on. One is docked on top of Susan. The other one is docked on the ship that you're currently on.
Okay.
They are trying to cut in, kind of like in the Matrix when the ships, or when the spider things attach them.
Yeah.
Reapers,
Yeah. So that's going on, but also they're getting out on the side and trying to find airlocks that they can get in on.
All right, let's take care of this ship first because we got to take care of this cargo. As much as I'd like to take care of Susan, I think we got to focus on this this ship first.
Slippery Jim agrees.
I thought you would, Slippery Jim. I thought Yusa would.
Thanks, you.
So here's what I want to do. I want to. So we got 6 guys.
Okay.
Divide us up into two groups of 3, and be prepared to flank them. But I want to open up with throwing out and exploding the fire extinguishers, so we have some cover so we can attack them. Both open fire and then finish off anybody at hand if we need to.
The Twi'lek goes yes, this sounds like a good plan.
All right.
I've seen the fire extinguisher tricks. They are good. I've seen them.
All right. So
reputation precedes me.
I'm gonna have Fendir lead Fendir, Reggie, and the Twi'lek, and then me, Hoof, and the human. Right, the human will
Okay.
divide up, and
Phalius,
Yeah.
you're working on the engines right now.
Yep.
It's mostly come online. However, it was kind of like that scene in Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan, where you're working on the radiation, and your suit's not quite covering it, and so you're starting to get sick because it's increasing. However, after quite a bit of work, you are able to get them turned on. The ship is currently in an awkward position to accelerate because it's being docked and boarded on two sides and still locked in with Susan.
Oh, no, that's not good. Yeah. All right, so everything's pretty much under control here. I can go find the rest of the guys.
The weapon systems for the ship itself are not online.
So it'd be better to work. Well, you're on your
Potentially, you don't know. You also would need to go find out more information because you were down working on the engines about like the actual boarding part because you weren't part of that meeting.
Yeah. I want to roll. Let's just let's fix these guns quick.
Okay. Give me a repair check.
10
Total? Mm-hmm. Okay. It's starting to come together, but the targeting systems themselves aren't online yet. So they're theoretically functional, but they're not in perfect working condition. For the most part, they'd be just firing blind.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So which group wants to come out first? Onto the ship. You guys were essentially going to two different airlocks to flank them.
We'll start with Reggie and Fendir then. Yeah.
Reggie and Fendir.
In the twilight.
Okay, let's come on out. And he steps forward. I'm ready to die. I'm already dead.
No one's dying today, Reggie. No one's dying today.
So strong.
Reggie tries to climb out of the airlock.
All right, stay with me, Reggie.
All right.
I got you.
Go down.
I'm ready to die.
No one's dying today. Here we go.
He cocks his gun. He climbs out, magnetic boot attached to the ship, and he steps forward 3 times, and it goes target acquired! And you see a group of 3 stormtroopers patrolling, looking for the door that you guys actually just came out of. Everyone who's involved in this, give me an initiative roll.
Just
20.
Fendir.
Oh.
I rolled. Yeah, I did that. Okay. Oh, it's initiative is on the front.
Oh, the top, right? 18.
Okay.
No, that's intelligence.
Yeah, actually, sorry. Case which one's initiative? I always forget.
Oh, there it is. Oh, okay. 10.
Reggie opens fire on these stormtroopers. They begin to return fire. Fendir, what is your ace, or what is your defense? Directly underneath abilities.
Yeah.
Got it. 13.
Boom.
Okay, so one shot hits you.
Ow!
And you take 8 points of vitality damage.
It's a flesh
I
wound.
felt that.
It's a flesh wound.
Now, but you're in a spacesuit, so it takes some of the brunt of it. So you actually aren't really hurt by it so much as it's more just you're flustered by the fact that your suit got hit in the first place. So it actually might tear or something like that. So it's really terrifying to you in that regard, and that sort of saps your strength, as it were. Okay, so they've fired at you. You can return fire. What do you want to do?
I'm going to return fire.
All right.
Do it.
So give me a ranged attack roll.
I missed. 3.
Yeah, so you fire at them and you don't hit any of them. And then it was just the 2.
No, and there's
Twi'lek.
the Twi'lek.
Oh, the Twi'lek soldier. Okay, so he's also opening fire.
Well, did anyone throw the fire extinguisher yet?
We don't have those. You guys have those.
No. We have 3 fire extinguishers. So one group went with
Okay,
I'm sorry.
so the Twi'lek throws the fire extinguisher. There we go.
It goes floating off to space.
And takes the shot.
I should have walked him through that part.
He takes the shot at the fire extinguisher to cause it to explode to give them some cover, and he misses. So it's just floating there in space. Up against it, but it's floating there.
He comes back around, guys.
No. It's not orbiting around. It kind of just like floated out a little bit, like in between in the field between the two of you.
It'll come back.
And it's just sort of like sitting there now, like its momentum already ended. As you guys are approaching each other, firing.
And then just
Okay. So Reggie fires off a shot and hits one of the troopers, and he damaged part of their armor. It's still functioning, but he gets a hit. Then Fendir, you take another shot. No, sorry. How many vitality points do you have left?
5.
Okay, so you take 5 points of vitality damage. So now you're down to wound at this point. The suit again took the hit. It's still hanging in there, but it's like one of those scenes where you can hear the fabric starting to stretch, and like any moment it might rip. Is the worry that you have on this one.
Reggie,
So
Reggie,
really,
Reggie, hold me. Reggie, is that you?
oh no.
I can't see, Reggie.
Reggie also
I mean, his eyes are on both sides.
Reggie also takes a hit.
Reggie.
Who takes a hit?
Reggie. The shot hits him like squarely, like in like the pectoral. Sorry if no. Like the shoulder area, and you like see his arm like fling back as he takes the hit. You think he really felt that one.
Man, I bet you really felt that one.
So
Who was that? Was that Phalius working on the engines? How do you hear everything?
Fixing weapons.
Fendir, what do you want to do right now?
I want to live.
What are you gonna do? To live.
I'm gonna survive. I'm gonna survival.
This is not one of those situations.
Oh.
You can take a survival check to like look for cover or something like that, but that's not going to be your action.
Can I still fire?
Yes, you can do both.
I'm gonna fire.
Okay. What are you firing
Sure.
at?
What are you firing at?
The bad guys.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, here we go. All right.
Look at guess.
11. What am I adding that to? I forgot.
Your melee attack roll.
Melee.
Oh, no, pardon me. Your ranged attack roll.
My range 13.
Okay. You hit one of them. Give me a 2d6 roll.
That would be a 5 total.
Okay. Yeah, you hit him squarely, and he reels back a bit. So they're still going. So now Reggie takes a shot, and he doesn't actually shoot at them. He shoots at the fire extinguisher that was floating in space. And the foam explodes out just like a snowflake of foam in space, and it obscures like their vision directly there with this just gooey shit that's getting in their visors, and when they try to wipe it away, it's just there. The goo just can't get it off their eyes. It's just twice foam just enveloping their eyes, and now you guys are all getting advantage on attack rolls because they can't even see you to like try to avoid it.
All right. I said we throw the Twi'lek at him.
What?
No?
So
That sounds like a very human thing to do.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute, an opportunity to check that off my bucket list. Think about this, guys. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. All right, what are we going to do?
okay, so they fire wildly, and one of them hits Reggie.
Reggie, no!
And you hear a hiss of air come from his suit. Well, I should say here. Over the comms, you hear it. Yeah, it's
Piece of work.
yeah.
Thanks, John.
So over the comms, you hear the air escaping his suit, and he's reeling back. Now, Findir, it's your turn.
Save Reggie.
Let's see. I can move silently.
Nope.
No. And listen.
Nope.
No.
Take another shot.
Take another shot.
Okay.
All right. 20.
I used the whisper it. Force whisper.
The force was strong in that one.
And we do have a connection. We haven't really gotten to that
Sure.
yet.
That's
Yeah.
true. We haven't got a chance to really
That
talk
didn't cost you
yet.
any vitality points because of that connection.
Yeah.
I was actually about to cost you one, but
Oh, yeah.
No, roll on again.
What's that? A 4.
But he has advantage, right?
yes. So roll once more.
Okay.
You can't be able to beat that. Come on.
Jesus Christ. 7.
You miss the guys.
Jeez. Why'd I come out here?
I don't know. I seriously don't know.
So
Sorry, man.
Reggie does a repair check on his own armor to fix the airflow issue, and he succeeds. So like you can hear him like again over the comm, like I got this. Hold on, yeah. And he repairs the chunk in his armor, but that takes his turn. So they're still trying to clear their eyes and fire off. And one of them fires and hits the Twi'lek soldier, but it doesn't seem to do any real damage. It just it braces his leg without actually cutting into him. Findir, you're back up again.
Okay. Fire again. Right?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Great. So Christmas. 7.
If you're shooting them, you have advantage, so you can roll once more.
All right. 19.
Okay, yeah, you successfully hit one,
Rebel.
and you crack open the helmet, exposing him to space, and you see this human boy, his face just go pale as blood rushes out of his eyes.
Oh no.
And he just sort of drifts up with his magnetic shoes holding him on the ground just as he tries to float away, blood gushing.
He's like a zombie balloon.
Like a
You've
zombie
seen those
pinata.
before?
You haven't?
No.
But one's down.
All right.
Yeah.
2 to go, right?
Yeah. So the Twi'lek
Come on, Twi'lek.
takes a shot and he hits another one and kills that one as well.
Yeah.
Oh, rebels!
There we go.
This one, the chest piece explodes outwards, and you can see the rush of bodily fluid coming from.
This is Star Wars. It's PG-13.
This is not the Disney version.
You're gonna have fun with that music.
Disney's not okay with this.
Fuck Disney. I'm not okay with this.
So,
Not feeling great, man.
The blood and sweat and vomit coming
Is this the aristocrat?
You can
What's
smell
happening right now?
You can smell him shit in his suit.
from his chest orifice that has been formed from the explosion at his chest plate, or his chest plate.
Boom.
Oh, dude. Fuck.
I need a moment there.
Yeah, what? Come on, man. Killing me.
Says the guy who's a fan of Preacher.
Yeah. I like that show.
So they try to clear off their eyes completely, make a more concerted effort, and one of them.
It's only one left.
You're correct, which means that all those rolls I just did was for 3, and 2 just died. So none of them succeeded. None of the one. None of the one succeeds at clearing off his visor because he doesn't even realize that his 2 compatriots are dead.
Oh, man.
So
Is there
then
a chance he pulls a fin and just joins us?
Reggie fires but misses. You can see that he's dragging his right side, so that it's really throwing off his shot. And then he goes again. Or, pardon me, the last stormtrooper is able to like clear off his visor, and he like stops and he like looks around and he sees his like 2 dead friends, both like these like fleshy balloons floating away but tied to the earth. And he's like actually like visibly distressed and like freaked out by this whole thing. So, do you want to shoot him?
Yeah, let's see more blood.
All right, so give him a shot.
All right.
He's freaked out now.
He's gonna pay for avoiding this shit. 9.
Give it an advantage roll.
17.
Yes, you hit him. You hit him. Give me a damage roll of 2d6.
4.
Okay. You blast him. He's still standing, and he actually looks like now focused back on the fight after being like just in shock that his 2 friends were already dead. He assumed that he was much more formidable. And now it comes back to Reggie's turn, and Reggie hits him, and Reggie kills him.
Nice.
Woo!
Yeah, Reg.
All right, Reggie.
Well, I guess he was really already dead.
Full circle.
See, let's go with Thorian. Onward, onward! And he rushes forward. And now let's cut back over to Hoof and Foe and the human guard.
Garth.
No,
No,
Garth
no,
is still
no.
working.
This one's Kaz.
Yeah, that's right,
Yeah.
Kaz. Yes, Kaz. All right, so
We hear all this going on, right?
I don't know what you're talking about. We're coming out through another.
yeah, we don't
Airlock.
see any of this.
No.
You're
we
on
don't
the
see any
shore.
of this. We're going to the other transport.
Ah.
We're about to run at them, and I'm gonna use move object to move out the fire extinguisher for
Okay.
Hoof to shoot.
Yeah, give that a roll.
18.
Okay, so you're like Diddy Kong, kind of like front holding it, like running, carrying it, and you come to a point where you like throw it out, and because of the zero gravity, like it flies out, and then you use the force to then like arc it, like in Wanted, swinging back towards them. And it's rushing into the space occupied by these stormtroopers, like at an angle, so they didn't even see it coming. And now Hoof has the opportunity to shoot it.
Doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 21. Yeah, you shoot that thing, and it like explodes out there. And what's even better is that you like hit it at an angle instead of like causing it to just explode completely. It oozes out with like a bit of force. So not only does it like blind them, but it also is like pushing them in like weird directions as they walk.
Nice.
Rebels.
Yeah. And rather than having that just like fly away, you're like maintaining it with the force in that position.
Sweet.
So you're actually aiming the foam at them, and so you can like push the like individual ones when they try to take steps.
Nice. All right. I guess it's Kaz's turn.
Yeah. All right. So Kaz is now going to shoot at one of them, and you guys again have advantage because they're blinded, so they're not able to dodge in any way. So he hits, and takes a bit of damage. Or like the lead guy.
All right.
Hoof. Pardon me. Foe. It's on you.
It's on you,
Do I?
man.
Okay. I guess I didn't check on this, but do I have a gun or do I have to use my staff?
We'll say you grabbed a gun because the staff is melee only. So
Right.
you'd have a standard blaster.
Okay. Do I have my staff too, or do I just?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna first take a shot at this
Okay.
point.
Yeah. So it's just roll 2d6 is the damage on that.
4.
Okay.
Still good. Still good.
Yeah. So that you're shooting at the front one.
Yeah.
So he's hit again, and like definitely seems to be like moving very slowly now. Okay. And now it comes over to Hoof.
All right. What do we do next?
Take a shot.
Taking the shot. Let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah, that front guy is dead. Like,
Boom.
it's just a geyser just coming out of him as he stands there floating away in space. So weirdly, the geyser of blood is actually propelling his body even lower down, so he's like kind of kneeling, but also still like trying to float away. So it's like this weird spittering, scuttering mess of a fountain. Just oozing out the blood.
Nice.
Rebels! Rebels!
And then Kaz is going to take a shot. And he hits. And he does a chunk of damage to the guy on the left.
Nice.
So guy on the left, guy on the right. Guy in the middle is now just a oozing thing
Oozing
of death.
thing of death. Nice.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and take another shot.
Okay. You're moving towards him. And one more turn, you would be able to do a melee attack.
Okay. 8. Oh, but with advantage, right? Still. 12.
Okay. You hit them, or you hit the guy on the right this time, so it's a different one. But roll for damage.
2d6.
Yep.
4.
Okay. So he's taking a hit, but he's still more just confused by the geyser of foam as opposed to the geyser of blood. So he's not super clear on like what's going on at this point. Poof, you're up.
Let's fire. Yeah, nice.
You have advantage, so you get to roll twice.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. 1.
Okay, so
Nice.
that is
Again, my ears got in the way.
Well, no, but you had advantage, so what was your higher one?
It was a 3.
yes. So you're okay. You just
Well, 3
barely
plus 5, it's 8.
you just barely avoided critting yourself
Nah.
because of the sequence on that one. But that could have been a problem.
That could have been a problem?
Yeah,
No.
you might.
Even at an 8?
Right, because he rolled the 1 is the issue, but because it was an advantage situation, it's
Oh,
okay.
right.
Otherwise, you would.
I would have been gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Floating.
Yep.
Need your help, Slippery Jim? Slippery Jim is our new 4th.
Oh, you so couldn't afford me. You hero overcome.
Slippery Jim, get off comms!
Misa just checking in, see how you doing on my ship.
Thank you, sir.
Crispy and clean, no caffeine.
You so getting the right idea on how to talk so good.
Dang, that was close.
Kaz, I guess.
So Kaz punctures the one on the left in the eye with his blaster shot. Like,
All right.
the helmet is like, there's now just a hole, and you can kind of just see, again, like a geyser of blood just shooting out of this one hole from his head. And there's like purple chunks of brain meats, all just shooting out into space. Yeah, that's a double crit on that one.
Please make the next stormtrooper female who's actually pregnant, and we find out.
You're right. We suddenly have to realize we do a spot check and realize.
We just took 4 lives. No!
Alright, so I guess now I'm enraged to...
Yes, now you're enraged to hit it. And you try to take a swing with your staff.
Oh,
Or you can
jeez.
just punch him.
Alright, so, oh god, thank you so much. I have better melee. So I have 9. I rolled a 9.
Is with the advantage?
Yeah.
Okay. No, you
I swear you straight up miss.
He does miss. So you come down with your staff.
I know.
And he doesn't see you, but he is just able, he's trying to wipe his face off and just avoids it. All right, and Hoof, you're up.
All right. Yeah, am I in melee distance?
You're almost to him, yeah.
But I have jump. I'm gonna jump on him and punch him in the face.
Okay, this is a very complicated maneuver.
Especially because we're in
when
space.
you're using magnets. So,
Dude, we've been in space this whole time.
We're on out the outside of the ship.
You wear magnetic
That's
boots.
It's like the blood is flowing.
Awesome.
Wait, Gungans don't have a great sense of their environment once you're out of the water.
I thought we were underwater.
It's a Gungan out of water story.
Are you just now understanding why I was giving these like elaborate descriptions of like how blood was
It's
leaving
awesome.
someone's
You're
body?
playing it in my head, actually. I'm picturing it right now.
He just gets the central detail that it's all supposed to be flying up.
I thought we were just running the cameras in slow motion. Dude.
This is a Zack Snyder version.
Yeah. Sounds like somebody needs a spot check.
Spot check.
Okay.
Great shot.
I'm shooting
All right, so
in space.
I'll say this. I'll give you a spot check to see if you can identify anything in particular that you can do something like that kind of jump maneuver.
All right.
So give me that.
All right.
I'm afraid he's gonna jump and we'll never see him again.
I didn't even check if I have a string. Leap of faith.
You have magnetic boots.
Just kidding. All right. $15.
Okay, so yes, you actually have tow lines that you can shoot out, like they're
Boom.
wrist line magnets that are meant for just the kind of situation like where if you lost like touch with your ship to track on and save your life.
Boom.
So you are able to do that. It's going to require a roll to successfully to catch yourself. Like you might miss. Like it is not uncommon for someone who gets lost or detached from their ship to fly off into space and die.
Then I will not do this.
I'm saying that you have the option, but it's not an automatic win.
Let's do it.
Okay. So
You're the soldier.
so give me the jump check first.
All right. 19.
Okay. So you leap up into the vacuum, just like up, and it's like incredibly high because there's nothing pulling you back down, and you like do like a somersault. Now give me an attack roll on the ground.
1.
Give me a second roll.
20.
Okay. So it leaps through the air, the magnetic disc, and it misses the ground. Like the arc that you're doing, it like whips past, but it goes just past it and connects to the remaining stormtroopers' like gear. So now give me a tumble check
Tumble.
to use your momentum to successfully do anything with this.
2.
Okay.
Oh no!
Your line gets
is the moment he realized.
you're not able to like pull him in any way. You lose like the sort of momentum game on this one, and so you you get just stuck dangling in the vacuum in the void, tethered to the stormtrooper's backpack.
Nice.
And he's stuck to the ship, so you're tugging at him, but you're just like out in space, and now like extra weight for him to like tug with him as he moves forward to try to kill your friends. You still have time to do an attack roll against him, by the way.
I'm going to
What,
do an
really?
attack roll.
After all that? That's amazing.
I'm going to do
It's with his other hand.
He gets attack rolls from both hands?
Yes!
One was,
Gungan style!
like, one was just the grappling hook.
Oh, right.
And then, so it's like grappling
Nice.
and trying to get the shot off.
Yeah. That's awesome. You can do this.
I am a really good shot.
I believe in you, Hoof. I believe in you, sir.
Before you roll for your attack roll, pick where you're going to shoot. You're dangling from his back as he is tethered to the ground, preventing the two of you from flying off into space.
So don't shoot at his feet. Maybe just go for the head.
I'm thinking we're going for the head.
Okay, so that is going to, because it's smaller than just his general body, it's going to be a harder hit. So give me an attack roll.
I kind of want to get the sound effects for what you're doing while you're on his backpack, by the way.
If that wasn't an image, I don't know what was. All right. Ben's going to be like, what just happened when he hears this? All right. This is what I missed? Craziness. Here we go, guys. This is the moment I was born for. 12.
You miss completely. The shot flies past his head and just hits the side of the ship, but it's not like a ship grade blaster, so it doesn't do that much damage to it.
Oh, good.
Yeah, Garth is like, damn it!
Just fix that. Dang.
The hull actually like flickers for a second because the shields that Garth had set up actually did protect it from that energy blast.
What's gonna happen?
So we got Kaz.
All right, so Kaz is going to take an attack roll at the head.
Yes, please, Kaz.
And the shot misses also and flings right by. The stormtrooper is like freaking out at this whole thing, like looking back and forth. So I guess he tries to shoot at Hoof, but misses because he's like trying to like shoot over his back to get at you.
Surprised you missed my ears.
Foe, it's your up.
All right, I'm gonna take another swing at this guy.
Okay.
Hopefully, I can like snap his neck or something.
Yeah. Oh,
Jesus!
because you're attacking in a melee form, you're not like really trying to worry about the same kind of like I can't shoot his head, like, or I can't like shoot his body.
I don't think that's gonna be relevant.
I'm saying you get advantage
Oh, I do. Oh, thank God. Please.
because you're just trying to clonk him over the head.
It's a little bit better.
5.
So you don't. You swing and you hit.
I'm a lover, not a fighter, guys.
You hit his side, and it's like a pool cue, and it just like bounces back off of him into you. And you don't like hit yourself with it in a way that you get hurt, but you like are like thrown off your footing. Like you don't like hit yourself in the face, but like to avoid it, you like kind of spin and you sort of like lose your positioning, and you stumble back. Hoof, you're up.
Oh God.
Shooting again. Yeah?
Yeah.
18.
Okay. You hit him in the head.
Plus 5. Plus 5.
You hit him in the head. Give me a blaster check or a damage check with that. The 3d8.
I know, right? I can hear it.
All right, it is 8 plus 6 plus 7.
So what does it look like when your blaster shot cracks his helmet?
Head explodes. I don't know. I can't explain it like that. It explodes.
There's no words to describe it. It's so fantastic.
I can
and
barely see it. I'm
terrifying.
still dangling back and forth. My lips are hitting me in my eyeballs. Like.
Yes,
Remember
this is
when-
true. Your wobbly eyes are just like kind of like shifting back and forth erratically.
That's all I see.
There truly is no words to describe this giant explosion of blood and plastic that is occurring right in front of you. It's a pattern that dazes and mesmerizes you with how visceral the whole thing is.
Nice.
Is what I believe you're trying to say.
Exactly. Just
Yeah,
like
no,
I wrote
no,
it.
all
Just
right.
like I wrote it.
So
guys.
Kaz rushes over to grab the line that's been attached to this guy's back. He tries to grab it and wrestle you down from being like 25 feet, like floating in space, attached to a corpse that was with magnets clinging to a ship in space
Stupid gun.
as the engines are coming online.
Does Foe still? Does not Foe? Does Hoof still have the backpack? The Stormtrooper's backpack?
He's still attached to it, yes.
So, like, can we take a look at what's in it?
Yeah, it's just like survival gear. There's some grenades, actually.
Yeah.
So you find 5 grenades. Several of their supply kits are actually intact, even though they're dead, because they're still magneted to the ground.
Right.
So you can pick up a heavier blaster, so it'll be 2d8 instead of 2d6.
Well, I was thinking, because there are more troopers, right? Or are those all the troopers?
Those are the ones that were right there.
Right, because we still have more to deal with.
Probably, yeah.
Because I want to take the grenades and see if we can. I'd like to throw them. Well, just to have them in case when we come across them.
Yeah. So you grab their grenades. You grab a stronger blaster than what you had before.
Okay.
And you carry on. Now we're gonna cut back to Findir, Reggie, and the Twi'lek, whose name I can remember is Zeph. So the 3 of you are rushing on, like, we're gonna get there. Like, Reggie's the man. Reggie knows the fucking shit. Yes.
Reggie, you're the shit. Woo! Did you see all those blood and guts? Oh my god, this is such a rush. Oh god, I don't know what the other guy's doing.
Come on, you beautiful flat-faced bastard. We're gonna carry that shot on in there. We're gonna win this one for us.
All right, you gorgeous carbon copy. Let's do this.
Woohoo! I cannot die, for I am already dead.
It's hammer time.
I don't know if there's a better end to this episode.
I think that is a good spot to end it. Oh my god.
Ben's passed out on the couch. / working on the engines or weapon systems or something right now. We'll find out what happens to the crew as they continue the fight on the hull of the ship in our next episode of the Star Wars D20 series. But don't forget, before you go, you can follow everything from Weight Loss Civil War, find out how to be part of this podcast through Patreon, check out other exclusives. In fact, we started a behind the scenes series on that's an exclusive for Patreon with Case, talking about some of the other stories we could have gone down on these D20 episodes. So just to kind of see the thought process that's been going into these episodes, you can see all of that on our website. Well, on Patreon. Again, you can find out about all of that on our website, certainpov.com, and again, that's certainpov.com. And until next week, stay scruffy, my Nerfherders.
Thank God.
Thanks for listening to Certain Point of View. Don't miss an episode. Just subscribe, rate, and review the podcast on iTunes. Head over to certainpov.com.
CPOV. CertainPOV.com.